All right, Mobile Glass here, Austin Mobile Glass in Sun City, Georgetown, and we're working on a brand new 2017 Honda CRV. You can see that it has the lane departure warning system and a rain sensor. But what we're working on here is just a windshield repair. If you see right here, we've got a little chip with a line, not a star break, just a simple little chip with one line coming out of it. And we're going to repair that. We'll be right back and show you the whole process. Alright, I've cleaned it up a little bit, tried to work out the impact point with this pick, but it looks like it's probably going to be best to drill to make sure that we get the resin in. So we have a Dremel drill here with a glass bit. We're going to use this. I'll be right back after I'm done drilling. We see that we've drilled it out perfectly right over the top, and from here we'll set up our bridge assembly. And this bridge has an injector. You can see there's a hole in the bottom right there, see right through. So I'll line that up right over the top of the spot where I drilled. Before I do that, I'm going to use some air and clean it out, try to get all that glass dust out of there. You can get this to focus. As you can see, there's dust all over. I'll clean that up so that that does not prohibit the resin from flowing into the crack. We'll be right back. Okay, now that we have the bridge set up right over the top of where I drilled, I've put some, let's see if we can get it from this angle. I put some resin into this barrel, and now I'm going to use the plunger. In there the right way. Hold on one second, let me check this. Oh, needed a new O-ring. That O-ring was a little expanded. Over time they kind of stretch out and it wouldn't work very good. So, got that in there. And now we use the plunger here to force the resin right down into the cracked area, which the resin sometimes will work its way in without too much pressure, so it's probably already started to get in there. And now we'll just give it a few minutes to work its way through, and we'll be back. Alright, now you can see that line's still there, but very faint. So now that the resin's worked its way all the way through, we'll apply UV light right over the top and give it a couple minutes to get to harden. So the resin will harden with that UV light. So we're just going to give it a good 4 or 5 minutes and we'll be back. Alright, we have the UV light and it has cured. So what we're going to do at this point, I'm going to remove the bridge, and of course where it impacted and I drilled, the surface of the glass is not going to be nice and smooth at this point. The resin we use is very thin, so it really doesn't stand up very well on the surface of the glass. It's not hard enough, strong enough. So what we're going to use is this pit filler. We got some pit filler windshield resin. It's a lot harder, thicker, and we're going to put that right where the rock impacted and where I drilled, and we'll show you that. Alright, now with the pit filler, I'm just putting it on the surface of the glass so it'll run. So we use that little square piece of plastic, Mylar square, and I place that right over the top. You use just a tiny little bit of resin. It just doesn't take very much. and then I immediately apply the UV light. So I'll let this go for a minute or two, and then we'll clean it up. We'll use a straight edge. Well, if you can imagine right now where that resin is, there's a lot more on there than what we need. You can kind of see that. So it'll be almost like a little bubble. So we want to clean that off. We want to leave only the resin that fills in the actual pit. So I'm going to use a straight edge razor blade perpendicular against the glass and clean off all the excess except right where the glass was damaged. So it'll be a nice tiny little spot. We'll show you that here in a second. All right, here's our finished product. You can see just a little dot where we drilled. This is about all you're going to see. Definitely a lot better than it did look, and 100% for sure it will not travel. It will not go any further, will not grow. You will not have to replace a 2017 CRV windshield. This Honda CRV windshield is not going to be cheap right now, especially when they just changed the body style. So you want to save some money, give Mobile Glass a call. Austin Mobile Glass at 512-983-4527. And yep, we even come out to Sun City.